Hey guys, it's Stephen here, back with another video in this modern dystopia that is football these days. It's weird, it's been a couple of days now essentially since that Super League announcement. Emotions are still incredibly raw, but there's been a few twists in this tale, and fingers crossed they are twists that mean something. I hate to do this given everything, but OneFootball are sponsoring my channel. They are awesome, and it would mean an awful lot if you could help support my channel and download OneFootball. And to be honest, right now, there's probably not a better time to download OneFootball because the European Super League, it's changing the game, and it's changing so quickly, and it's moving so quickly, and there is so much news, and there are so many quotes, and there's so much that's going to affect us all. So go and download OneFootball, and you will help support my channel, which would be absolutely awesome, because who knows where this channel will be in a year from now. But also, you'll get yourself a great app, and you'll find out about all the breaking news about this incredible game-changing story, a horrible story, but still a big story from the world of football. And OneFootball, they're awesome. So go download OneFootball right now if you don't mind, guys. It's absolutely class. And once again, weird time to be talking about it, but still, life moves on. But anyway, let's get into this, because the reason I want to make a video about this is because Guardiola is a brilliant man. Guardiola is a man of principle, despite what people say. And of course, there are the occasional hypocrisies, because once again, he's human, and humans are inherently hypocritical, because that's what we do, because otherwise life would be impossible to live at times. There are only a few people in this world who probably aren't hypocrites, and you could probably struggle for your life to find them. But Guardiola does care. He is principled, and he is confident, and he is bold, and he is ours, which I absolutely love. And Guardiola today was explosive and devastating and brilliant in the press conference. And I'm still disgusted by everything, and I still feel robbed, and I still feel saddened. And the reason I feel saddened, and it's sunk in, by the way, over the past couple of days, is because I've realised how little we care to those at the top, how we are just another number on a spreadsheet, how we are just another pawn to be absolutely rinsed. We are legacy fans, allegedly. Absolutely vile. We are just legacy fans. We aren't the future of this game, according to them. So that is why we need to keep making this noise, because it does get through to the players, and it does get through to the managers, and it does get through to the broadcasters, and it does get through to those brands, because if we are toxic enough online and make them know about it, they will hear us eventually. I don't know how much it will change. I can't pretend it will solve anything. But what I will know is it doesn't harm us to try, does it? It doesn't harm us to be loud and make this uncomfortable, at very least, for everyone involved in this atrocity. So keep at it. Genuinely keep at it. But anyway, Guardiola today has opened a potential Pandora's box of shite for this cabal. Let's be honest, this mafiosa collective of clubs holding this game to ransom. And Guardiola said, which is interesting, I'll be honest, I'll be cynical, I don't think he would talk because of Soriano and Cheeky and these close commitments to them. But he said, "Ask whatever you want. I'll speak how I feel. I support my club, but I have my own opinion." He said, "It's an honour to speak first for Manchester City. I'm a good spokesman." Apparently, this was quite sarcastic, he said. He said, "We managers talk 6 times a week. We're asked about the NHS, COVID, etc. We can say how we feel, but we are not the right people to talk to because the presidents are better." Which is what he's effectively saying, is it's always his managers have got to deal with it. He's voicing his dissent there at the fact that he has to be the one to front up, whereas these people just hide behind it and they never have to say anything. And he's absolutely right. He went on to say, "I would love the president of the committee to go all around the world and explain the reason why." It's incredible, that comment. It's incredible. He's saying, go and fucking front it. Be bold. You dare to leave it to us, but you go and justify your decisions. And this is the big line. This is the big line. He said, "It is not a sport when success is guaranteed, or it doesn't matter when you lose." Pep has absolutely nailed it there, and I love hearing that from Guardiola. And all these fans who've been going around, who say, not many to be fair, it's only a few who've been going, "Oh, you know what? Oh, it's not that big a deal, whatever. It's just football. We'll slightly change." Guardiola, genuinely, Guardiola's saying, and I'll read it again, "Sport is not a sport when success is guaranteed." This is the full quote. "And when the relation between the effort and reward doesn't exist, it's not a sport when it doesn't matter if you lose. It's not fair if teams fight at the top and cannot qualify." And spot on, Pep. I'm sorry. Someone like Guardiola saying this, by the way, do not underestimate how important this is. Guardiola is a superstar. Guardiola is global. Guardiola is genuinely world famous, and him coming out and being so vocal, and likewise Klopp yesterday, by the way, coming out and saying this isn't just about what it says for the whole thing. It enables people who maybe didn't feel the choice to be so bold. It enables players. It enables other dissenting voices to come forward because they think, if Pep can do it, I can do it too. And sometimes you need someone just to put the head above this horrible mess, put the head above the parapet and actually take a stance. And Guardiola's come out and done that. And of course, we saw this quote as well. Some quotes were shared by some Twitter admin at Manchester City, and big love to that person. He says, the boss speaks out, and this is the quote that they shared on a graphic. I would love the president of the committee to go around the world and explain how we got to the decision. I support my club. I love to be part of this club. Well done to whoever shared that. That was retweeted by Sterling, Mendy, Laporte and Mahrez. Now, they've unretweeted it since, but it doesn't matter that they've unretweeted it. They retweeted it for a reason. They retweeted it to make a point and show that they are dissenting voices. Once they've retweeted it, the message has been sent and it's been received loud and clear. Yes, of course, I wish they kept it up there, but they have liked it as well. And no, this won't be the social media managers doing it. Do you really think social media managers are going to retweet something like that? That incendiary just days after the Phil Foden tweet for Raw? No, of course they're not. This was definitely done by the players, and it was definitely done to send a message. Likewise, Cancelo yesterday sharing, I think it was Daniel Podante's message as well on Instagram. This is going to be hopefully the start of a massive unraveling. That thread is going to be pulled, and at the end of that, I don't know what's going to be there. But Jordan Henderson has allegedly called a meeting for all the players, the captains, which is interesting as well. Rashford's been shared an image as well where it said football is nothing without the fans, and I'm seeing more and more players come out going against this, and this is good. This is important because players are aware. They are aware of what fans think of them, and they are aware of their legacy, and they care, once again, about football. And to be honest as well, I would recommend going and listening to the 9320 podcast where Stefan and Asan are talking, because Stefan is absolutely excellent on this. I've retweeted it and shared it, and you should go and find it as well, where Stefan talks an awful lot about how, sadly, the money, how it makes it maybe even hard to come back to, but it's a real deep dive into the finances because no one understands it better than Stefan. But one thing he said is that eventually this won't be good for players because this is about cost control, and this is about eventually salary caps, and this is about eventually there being less money in the game for those not involved in the Super League, and it will affect their pockets eventually, and they need to be aware of this as well because it isn't good for them. They'll be having to fly around the world, spending less time with their families. These players, and I hope a player's watching this somehow, you'll be having to fly to Dubai and New York and Tokyo possibly every single week, and if you're alright with that, you go for it, man. But at the same time, you're going to spend less time with your family, and you might even risk not being involved in a World Cup or the Euros because this is going to get messy. And right now, you've got a chance, players, to be principled and stand up to the fans who will be ostracised by this, and for your mates. I know for a fact. You telling me John Stones and Rashford and all that aren't mates with players at Crystal Palace and West Ham and Everton? Of course they are. We know they are. You're standing up for them just as much as you're standing up for the fans as well. Do it for everyone involved. You have to. And it does make a difference. We've already seen Amazon today, and let me get the tweet up once again. Amazon, the biggest business in the world probably, Amazon Prime Video have released a statement saying Amazon Prime Video understands and shares the concerns raised by football fans regarding a breakaway Super League. We believe part of the drama and beauty of European football comes from the ability of any club to achieve success through their performance on the pitch. We have not been involved in any discussions for this proposed Super League. We are proud to offer our Prime members the football which matters most to them and to present the action in the most innovative ways, including UEFA Champions League football in Germany and Italy and Premier League football in the UK. And of course they are just one of many, and maybe someone else will get into bed with this because maybe they'll just set up their own streaming service. But I guess the point I'm making is that the more this pressure comes out, the more these brands see a potential poison chalice, and someone like Amazon, their money cannot be ignored by the European Super League and these clubs because they are major players in this. And I don't know if it's an empty threat. I don't know if eventually they'll go back on that, but the point is they are hearing the message loud and clear, and I don't know how far it will go, but it is worth kicking up this noise, because if reports are to be believed, some of these clubs, some of these board members apparently feel a little bit forced into this, and these clubs also do not trust each other. There is fissures, there is like gaps in of trust and mistrust between these clubs. United don't trust City. City don't trust all these clubs that try to get him done by Cass. Of course they don't. Right now, they're in bed because of the money, and I no doubt that they want the money. Of course they fucking do. But at the same time, this isn't an unbreakable bond between these clubs. This isn't set in stone. It may go ahead, and this may be futile, but right now, we've got nothing left to lose as fans by standing up to this, and we should do. We should do. Sam Wallace from The Telegraph has tweeted out, there's a belief between the 14 Premier League clubs that one of the Rebel Six will fold. The pressure externally, internally from players and managers is that great, which is very, very, very interesting. Sky Sports, I think it was Brian Swanton, the anger from the 14 Premier League clubs in today's meeting was directed towards owners and executives of the 6 breakaway clubs. They feel United and Liverpool are leading proposals, and of course they are, by the way. Of course they are. The American owners are doing this, and they are absolutely vile. The 14 clubs don't want a lengthy dispute, but are clearly unhappy. And it will go on and on and on and on. And we have to carry on doing this. I do not know where it will end. But one thing I will say is it is worth the fight. I did a big video with other fan channels on Red Men TV. I might even post the whole thing on here because they've said I could if I want to. I did a video with Red Men TV, Rory Jennings, Flav, even Mark Goldbridge. And I don't particularly get on with Goldbridge, but this is bigger than any fan channel nonsense. Who else was there? I've forgotten who else was there as well, but yeah, Robbie, Rory, Flav from the Fighting Cock Spurs podcast, and Redman TV and myself were there chatting about it, and this affects all of us. This affects everyone. Put you down your football rivals for this, because the game could get worse. It still may get worse, but all I know is the more it goes on, the louder we speak. At some point, something may give, and it might not be the full solution, but it could be better than what we've got. And I'm aware of what it's worth. UEFA, they are still evil. They may be the lesser, potentially the two evils, but they are still useless and still the bad guys in this. And it's not better, and it isn't, but who knows, maybe if we keep on trying, there will be some counter that eventually something can happen. I don't know what it's going to be, and I know this feels weird. I'm not talking about Aston Villa, and I don't know if I will do, be honest, because right now Aston Villa feels absolutely pointless to me. I am going away for the next few days. Me and Nickel had a little holiday away booked to Cornwall, and to be honest, it's come at a good time because my head is frazzled from football and I'm tired of football. And I feel let down by football. But I love this club. And I'm so proud that Guardiola's come out and said this, because it does make you think, well, we support Pep and the team, It does make you think maybe there's some life in this left, because this is a bond that's gone on for all my life. And I fucking hate the emotional blackmail that we're under, that we feel that we can just be treated as a commodity as fans, and that we are just legacy fans and we don't matter. But either way, from now, if there's no videos over the next few days, maybe because I don't want to make them, but also because I'm away for a little bit, and who knows where the game will be when I'm back on Sunday. Either way, don't give up. Keep fighting this fight, because it is important. It is important, and we need to remember this. We need to remember that we keep on fighting. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the support. You're all awesome, and I love that I've got this community. And I don't know what this channel will be like in a few months. Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? But either way, one thing I will say is you're all absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for the support. We are City fans and we are football fans, and that, and first and foremost, matters. Thank you to all the patrons as well. Ahmed Ali, my patron producer. Download One Football, guys. It's an awesome app. Help support my channel, which would be massively appreciated. For now, though, keep it up. In a bit, guys. Love you all loads.